Hi and welcome to Reseller News. Today is November 6, 2018. My name is Rich Pasini. Thank you for tuning in. I just want to start off by saying thank you to all the new subscribers who subscribe to my channel. It is greatly appreciated. I hope you like the content. You come back for more. You know, folks, I've been reading a lot on different blog sites. I do the Reseller News to help people out, to just enlighten those who are sellers and buyers, of course, and on all different platforms. It could be Amazon, Etsy, Mercari, whatever. It's an e-commerce YouTube channel, basically. That's what it is. I do the Reseller News, like I said, on the weekends as well, to share my ideas and I give my thoughts, my opinions on certain things. And the whole purpose and the premise behind this here is to enlighten you and also myself as well. So I noticed a lot though with some of the sites I've been on, there have been a lot of people out there that seem like they're bumping off of eBay. And it's kind of sad because eBay is a nice selling platform, but I just got off the phone with an eBay teammate and I was inquiring about the sales being very slow. I know it's not just for me, it's for a lot of people out there. I'm well aware of that. And he told me, yes, we are experiencing, there's a lot of competition out there, and he has noticed that, they've been getting calls about that as well. Other sellers and buyers, because the buyers also sell as well, will be calling up inquiring about, what's going on with the sales. I ain't making no sales. Is there anything that can be done about it? And basically, you don't get a roundabout answer. But it's basically the same thing. There's nothing wrong with their system, but according to the eBay community, you'll see that there are people talking about, how they're very unhappy with eBay. Down Detector is another website I talk about. I do share that information with the people who follow me on this channel, and there are a lot of people that are not happy. We're going to get to that in a second. So I got those windows open. I got actually two browsers. I'm going to be doing the news with the Microsoft Edge, and then going back to the Down Detector and the eBay community with the Google Chrome. So you're going to notice two icons at the bottom of my screen. But anyway, without further ado, I'm going to bump out of here, and I'm going to go right over here to this one here. I'm going to put my glasses on for this, folks, because I need it for reading. We're just going to do the news. So I'm going to try to go through this as quick as possible, folks. I don't want this to be an hour and a half long. I'll try not to anyway. And if I do go longer than expected, I do apologize, folks. Please forgive me. Okay, this one here is from, and also I just want to throw this little information out there. I do not read everything verbatim. When I open up these windows here, if you notice, I got a few up there, not a lot. There's times I had like 10 up there at one time. I do not read everything verbatim. I'll tell you the website where I got the information from, and the rest is up to you as to whether you want to pick up where I left off. So let's start. First one is from eSellerCafe, one-word.com. And the story was published here November 5th. It was yesterday, 2018. It says eBay emphasis on image search technology is good for small sellers. So it goes on to say, when you scroll down here, among eBay sellers, there are many questions about eBay's future and direction. The company is going through a reformation process that will move primary payment processing from PayPal to an in-house managed payments. And products offered on the marketplace are increasingly being cataloged through the company-owned description, images, and specifications to bring more commonality to the platform. Some have called the process Amazon fixation. Sorry, folks, of eBay. However, in today's e-commerce space, it seems to make sense to bring more shopping experience to consumers, similar to other online retailers. I read over here right below here, sell on top hat. Oh boy. I just, talking about the managed payment system, I just got off the phone. It's another reason why I called eBay up. I want to make sure I wasn't opted in the managed payment system, and I'll tell you why, because I listened to another seller, and the seller said if once you opt into it, you cannot opt out. Now, I don't know how true it is, okay? This is something that, if you are opted into it and you want to get out of it and you can't, try contacting the eBay customer service and see if they could do anything. But from what this seller was saying, once you opt into it, you cannot opt out. So if you're not crazy about it, I've been doing a lot of reading about it, from other websites and sellers. A lot of people are not happy with it. So, be aware of it. If you get a notification or a message from eBay telling you you have the option to opt in to managed payment system, I would recommend, this is just me personally, not to do it just yet. Don't jump into it just yet. Let them get all the bugs and fixes out of it before you actually make that commitment. Eventually, if it does become a standard protocol where everybody's going to have to opt into it, or it's going to be automatically, you're going to automatically be grandfathered in, then that's a different story. You don't have a choice, right? You don't have a leg to stand on. You either follow or get off. You get off the eBay platform. But anyway, it talks over here the powerful. This particular topic here was talking about the search. We're talking about search here, but the only reason why I brought it up is because they mentioned about the managed payment system here. That's the only reason why I brought that up, folks. I know it has it's a little different there, but what we're reading here. But anyway, it goes on the power of image search. But cataloging every product is not workable long term. There are millions of listings with unique designs that are not neatly that do not neatly fall into a specific catalog product. Now, here's the thing, folks. I use the eBay image search thing, and to be honest with you, it works to some point, and then there's some point it's a little glitchy. For an example, if I picked up, like, I don't know, let's say a G.I. Joe doll or some kind of object, whatever, and I would use the image search, right, it would bring me to a totally different thing in some cases. All right, it depends how popular the item is. Now you might be picking something up in a thrift store that maybe eBay search algorithm didn't pick up on it yet, because from what I understand it, listen to eBay radio, from what Grip was saying, the more you keep using the mobile app or whatever to do search and stuff like that, the system will learn. It's just like anything else. Artificial intelligence, it's going to learn through its own doing dealings, right? So the more you use it, the more it's going to become more inclined to get you to that specific item, if you're searching for something. So we all got to play a part in it. Look, it's a feature that I think is a good thing. I don't think it's bad. Like I said, it works for certain things, and then again, for certain things, it doesn't work. But I'm not going to knock it. I want to give it a chance, to see what happens with it, see how it works out. But anyway, folks, you could read this story about the image search. Just go to esellercafe.com. I'm going to bump out of here. This one here is another story. Now, this is dealing with Etsy. This one's from tamebay.com. Okay, this story came out here, as you can see it here. It's was published by Dan Wilson, November 2nd, 2018. And the title is eBay Search Analytics Tool now available to all users. So it goes on to say, the much anticipated Etsy Search Analytics is now available to all merchants on the marketplace, according to a recent announcement. You could read about the new tool here. These are all active hyperlinks, by the way, folks. When you go to see how it grays out, okay, it's red, but it grays out. These are all active hyperlinks. You could go to these here and click them on. I'm not going to do it because it'll take too long. I know the topics I'm going to talk about. So it goes on to say over here, marketplace announcement. You can read all about the new tool here and access it directly via seller dashboard here. Okay, you can click it on. Now, it's basically, you can see what its title is. It's going to talk about the analytics tool. You could read more about it. Okay, I'm not going to, like I said again, folks, I wish I could read all this to you, but I'll be tongue-tied and I won't get to the topics I want because the video will be too long. Okay, just check it out. Go to tamebay.com, or if you can't find it, do a Google search and just type in Etsy's Search Analytics tool, and you'll be able to pick it up that way. Okay, let's bump out of here. For those who are into stocks, I just throw this out there, folks, every now and then, because you may be a person that loves eBay, and you might be invested into the stock market. You might own eBay shares. So I just thought I'd throw it out there. This one is from the Motley Fool, and it is the Motley Fool. Looks like a comma, all right, LLC.US. But just type in Motley Fool or whatever, or you could just type in eBay enters new phase of slower growth. But that is the URL. That's the URL. It's www. I'm sorry, it's sort of here. It's www.fool.com. Okay. Anyway, this was published November 4th, which was a couple days ago. And it says eBay isn't growing as quickly as management had hoped it would. Hoped it would, right? And slowdown will pressure results for the online marketplace over at least Oh boy, my eyes are going bad here. At least next few quarters. Those were the main takeaways from the company's recent third quarter earnings report. However, CEO Dan Vumanik and his executive team are optimistic about the opportunities that lay ahead, especially around the eBay's payment processing and advertising management. Discussed the reasons for that confidence in the. Then you get another hyperlink here. Conference call with analyst here, where the company also gave its initial outlook for the cash-rich 2019, and then it goes on to say below are 3 highlights from that presentation, and I'm not going to read all. I'm not going to read them. It says what went wrong, growth opportunities, cash is coming, and then the marijuana stock. Well, this is something else you could check into. I'm not going to buy any of that. I don't buy stocks. Like I said, to me, they're too wishy-washy, up and down type of thing. But for those who are invested, like I said again, or if you're considering buying stocks on eBay, you might want to check the Motley Fool out. Just go to www.fool.com. Okay, let's bump out of here. Here's one over here. It's eBay. All right, this is what eBay. This is from the URL is https://blog.edesk.com. And, like I said again, with eBay, it's a love-hate relationship. Same thing, I'm sure, with Amazon. Right now, I sell only on eBay. I keep talking about selling on other platforms, and I never get around to it because I'm too busy doing other things, like doing the reseller news. This is important for me, folks, to do the reseller news. I like to get this information out there, even though it takes time out of my busy day. But I feel like, it's part of my civic duty to do this for my fellow eBay sellers, and I just feel it's a necessary evil, so to speak, to do this here, So I like doing the reseller news. And if it helps you guys out, please let me know. Share a comment if you can. But this one, anyway, it says over here, the title, Amazon versus eBay. Which marketplace should you sell on? This was came out. Let's see. Does it have a date here? Doesn't look like it has a date. Oh, yeah, let me see. No, it doesn't. Anyway, it goes on to say eBay, Amazon, the most visited e-commerce site in the world in 2017, followed by eBay. It says, while there are a growing number of marketplaces available to new sellers, there are 2 titans of the online shopping that still stand head and shoulders above the rest. But which marketplace is truly the best? And there are people that are diehard Amazon sellers, and there's also diehard eBay sellers too. But it goes on to say, or you could choose just one. Take a look at the pros and cons of Amazon versus eBay, so you can make an educated choices when it comes to deciding which one to sell on and when. I'm not going to read all this here because it goes quite a bit down. It's selling on Amazon. It's got the pros and cons here, and this one here says massive reach of high conversion rates. I'm just going to read the little highlight stuff that when it's talking here. Reasonable fees. Okay, I don't know about that $39.99 a month. I don't deal with that there. I think anything over 50 items that you sell on there, then you got to jump up to this monthly plan, and I don't plan on doing that. I have a starter store eBay store anyway for $4.95 a month. So I will just, if I do sell on Amazon, I'll just use the 50 free thing, not 50 free, but the 50 listings that they offer. I think anything over 50 listings, then you got to join into the, you got to go get that paid service with them. I'm not going to do that, especially if I'm not making any money. Access to world-class fulfillment. Okay, you got the FBA, of course. People who don't know what it is, it's fulfillment by Amazon. It's a popular service in which Amazon picks and packs, ships, and provides customer service for orders. Plus, FBA products are eligible for free shipping on qualifying orders. This is really appealing for the online sellers dealing with stores on multiple platforms. Okay, that's again selling on Amazon. And now they got the cons: intense competition, which is true. The buy box, right, is where 82% of the Amazon sales happen, and deciphering the mysterious algorithm that picks the winner has become one of the biggest battlegrounds in e-commerce. Then you got another one over here: stringent performance metrics. As any online seller would know, Amazon has a lot of strict rules that must be abided by these and it goes, these restrictions enable Amazon to provide the best possible experience for their buyers. Okay, then it goes on really quick to say, for instance, Amazon A to Z guarantee was created to handle situations where the customer either or never received a product or received one that was materially different from the one that was ordered and expected. Well, that's the seller's core problem. You know, a seller, if you're selling the wrong stuff, and that's why you got to pay attention, you got to do your due diligence when it comes to processing orders. I almost had that happen myself, though. I got to say, honestly, I almost had that same situation. So I'm not making fun of the person, the situation. I already almost had that same thing, and thank God it was caught here on the premises before it went out to the buyer. Whew, that would have been a nasty thing, probably, you know. Then it goes on to say here, you know, of course, then I got the last one over here, limited brand ownership, which you can check out for yourself. This one here is selling on eBay, right? The pros, lower fees, perception of reviews are more trustworthy, greater brand exposure, access to seller tools, affiliate program. And then it's got the cons, smaller customer base, basic messaging system, customer price sensitivity, fulfillment is up to you, which is better in a sense. I like it. Slower bulk upload feature. And then it goes Amazon versus eBay, the bottom line. At the end of the day, to say that eBay and Amazon is inherently better, then the other one would be inaccurate. Different businesses have different needs, and it's clear that both sites attract very different customer types. So if you want to read the rest of this here, folks, just go to https://blog.edesk.com, and you can read the rest of the story. Pretty interesting, right? I'm going to probably leave that one because I like to check it out myself here. I noticed, I think it was this one here, when you check out the most visited, I think I did both of these here. Let me see. When you check it out, I think it was on this one here. That's where you got to look. You got to look at these these are active hyperlinks, folks. When you see them like that in different colors, whatever, shaded, those are active hyperlinks. You got to click them on. And if I'm not mistaken, when I brought it over here, I clicked that on. It brought me to this here, which is pretty interesting. It's the top right. This is by the way, in case you want to know, this URL is www.similarweb.com. Now, this one talks about top websites ranking. As you could see here, first one, of course, is Amazon. Second is eBay. Then Taibo, and then AliExpress, and so on and so forth. You know, you could check it out for yourself if you want to look into this here. It's totally up to you. Top sites ranking shopping general merchandise in the world. I guess you could type in general merchandise, where you could probably change it. It looks like a drop-down menu. But you can see here who's got the top, who stands at the #1 ranking, right? And then second. Yeah, not bad though. It's not bad, you know. If you're interested in checking this out, this information, want to read up a little more about it, I gave you the URL. You know where to go. All right, let's bump out of here. From Harry Potter to Barbie, eBay reveals the most in-demand Christmas toys for 2018. And we got a video over here. Now, let me just bump out of here right now. I do not want to do this just yet. They're asking questions here. If you go to this video here, okay, you could listen to it. It's about a minute and a half. I'm not going to play it because, like I said, it'll take a little time, and I don't want to make this drag on too long. You could check this out here. They talk about the toys. The #1, I guess, is Harry Potter Hogwarts Great Wall. I guess nice little toy set here, right? Yeah, it's kind of nice, right? Yeah, it's kind of nice if you're into Harry Potter stuff, right? You know, this will be worth money 40, 50 years from now, like all the other toys. Creator Pirate Roller Coaster. All right, now this is like this from England, I guess. I don't know if they're selling out there or they're the ones doing the story about it. But anyway, you got this little toy here. Then you got this one over here, the eBay seller from eBay seller, Myler, the Magic Makeup Unicorn. Okay, and I'm not going to go through, you know, this whole listing here, but you could check it out for yourself, folks. I gave you I didn't give you the URL. I'm sorry, folks. I just want to show you really quick, you know, what they got to offer here, and hey, you'll get an idea, you know. Leapfrog. You know, now they're talking about these things are hot sellers, but I seen these things in the store. All right, not the up-to-date ones, but I see them there. I think I tried selling one. It took a long time to sell, folks. But then again, the more people keep joining this big online seller club, the more competition we're going to have. So you got to expect that, folks. Unless you're getting a deal so good, like you're practically getting this thing for nothing, and you're going to sit on it for months or weeks or whatever, you know, that's just the way it goes. That's the way the game plays here, you know. What are you going to do? Too much competition. This one here is Playmobil Family Fun 9060 Aquarium, fillable water. It looks like a nice little toy. Unfortunately, these things came out before my kids were born. What else they got over here? Baby Alive, Real Can Be. Okay. And you got this here, the Nerf Laser Up Delta Burst. What's this little stuffed doll here? All right, Ricky the trick-loving pup. Okay. And again, if you want to read the rest of the story, let me give you a URL before I forget, because I really want to move along. It's www.chroniclelive, one word, .co.uk. Okay, you can check that out. Do I want to keep this open? Do I want to go back and do more research? I'll close it out, folks. I could always go back to it later on. And the next two are going to be from ecommercebytes.com. This one came out November 4th, 2018. Seller beware, eBay moves supplier to manage payments. Goes on to say eBay store subscribers should be careful when redeeming their quarterly shipping supplies coupon. eBay moved the supplier into its managed payment system, so it's no longer it says PayPal as a payment method. A seller received a quarterly eBay store coupon today and went to check out this morning and has been confronted with the following message: looking for PayPal? This seller sets payments through eBay's new managed payments experience. PayPal is not yet available, but you can pay securely with a credit card or debit card. Yeah, I think this new payment thing that they're putting into play here, this managed payment thing, I think it's going to be more of a nightmare than a fix. But anyway, let me give you the website for that there to check out. It's www.ecommercebytes, one word, .com. All right, you can check that out. Next one we got over here from the same website is eBay. You're right. Is eBay feedback still relevant? This came out November 3rd, 2018. It goes on to say, many of us still remember when we could leave an eBay user feedback even if you weren't involved in a transaction. So much has changed over the years. The biggest change occurred when eBay took away the ability for sellers to leave anything but a positive rating for a buyer. I was looking at this, somebody else had written something about this here on another site, and I don't think it's fair, to be honest with you, that a seller can only leave a positive feedback for the buyer. Suppose you get a buyer that I don't know, maybe the buyer may have some kind of little clout with the item you sold them, and they want to give you, let's say, not even a negative or neutral, but you want a response with it. Is it always going to have to be a positive feedback? I mean, I don't know. There's certain things, like I said, I don't agree with what eBay's doing. I think, that old saying goes, too many cooks spoil the broth. I don't know if that's such a good idea, but you know what, folks? It is what it is. And we, like I said again, we don't really have a choice in the matter. Well, we do, but when it comes to eBay, you really don't. I mean, yes, we could close up our accounts and we can go to a different, selling platform and be done with eBay for good. But if you're an eBay diehard and you have a love-hate relationship with them, you're gonna want to abide to their rules and regulations, especially if you want to stay on their site. But anyway, you can read more about that there, folks. You know the website. Check it out. I'm going to bump out of here. Let me go to this one here. All right, now we're in Google. Not Google. Google. Yes, well, Google Chrome. That's true. I received an email from someone from eBay community, and I thought I'd share it with you guys. There's two. There's one, both from Down Detector, and this one here is the eBay home community. But let's go with the first one. This was an hour ago. Okay. Now, when you go to Down Detector, just to give you guys a head start, a little heads up, because especially if you're a new seller or whatever, or you're new to my channel, when you come to Down Detector to get to this here, just exactly like it is here, downdetector.com, you're going to get a whole array of windows. Scroll down so you see eBay, click it on, and it'll bring you to this window. Okay. This here changes all the time. For those who follow me and know all about that, they say, oh yeah, I know this is a definite, this changes all the time. On a daily basis, hourly basis, whatever. I know it changes quite a few. Here's the most reported problems with eBay. Website 67%, login 17%, checkout 15%. And if you have a problem with eBay, you could, contact them, but you have to sign up with them. Over here, in order to leave a comment, like for example, I'm over here with Shop RJ Pasini for great deals. Okay, I'm not going to leave comments. I'm just going to read a couple of them and then go to the next one. You can see I only got 3 windows open up. So this one says over here, last time I sold was at 3 a.m. Eastern. It's now 1:45 p.m. Eastern, nearly 12 hours, no sales. eBay is down. Now, when they say eBay's down, I don't know if this particular buyer or seller had called up and said, are you guys experiencing, are you down? Did your server crash? You have any, technical issues on your end? I don't know. Here's another one. Latest eBay app update was released today for iOS devices. So for those who own Apple phones and use that iOS, they'll have iOS devices. The new app is out. It says, I wonder if that is also causing issues. I don't know. Like I said, I haven't been in the thrift store in a while. I'm not sourcing for anything because sales are dead. Why am I going to want to tie money up when I'm not making any sales? Here's another one. eBay, according to eBay being down 65.2% from last year at this time, this is my fault. I need to do better research on products I'm listing. That's true. And the person writes whatever. Here's another one. I'm down over here. I'm down 30% from last year. Sometimes I have the sales all day followed by days of nothing, which indicates this is not my items or my prices. It is eBay and all the changes they made since the last year's holiday season. So that's that there. You could go to Down Detector, you can read that one. I'm going to close out. Here's another one by Down Detector. This person here writes, words of the wise to the selling community. Have you been receiving messages from eBay telling you that the items on the carts and you should be lowering the price to get the sale? I've been watching mine more closely and have not lowered the price of other items, and I have been told to lower my price on 34 to date. 27 have sold and at the exact price that I had them listed early, at. And it says eBay again has found a way to buyers to stick it to the sellers who are trying to close deals. The buyers are putting in items in their carts and waiting for the seller to lower the price before closing the purchase. This is why I like to read. Like when I go to Down Detector, I like to read this because these people come out with things that I'm not even familiar with. Okay, now I didn't know. I've been getting those messages. Now I don't know. According to this, the way I'm understanding it, if I'm wrong, if I'm understanding this incorrectly, then please let me know. But it seems like what this person's saying, the buyers, when I get those messages, those are actual buyers that are putting them in their carts to lower the price down. If that is true, that's a crazy tactic. I'll be honest with you. Why don't you just contact the seller, or if it's got best offer, and just make a best offer? Why do you got to go through that? That makes no sense whatsoever, folks. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Here's another one here. I basically ignore items in the carts because my prices are cut to the bone as it is. Now, that's another thing, too. This person brings up a good point. How many times am I going to lower a thing? Unless you're getting these items for for dollars or whatever, you're getting them so cheap that you could afford to drop a price down maybe $5 or $10. I can't. I get my stuff at my local thrift stores and I pay their prices. So I don't know how these they keep telling you to keep lowering your prices. How can I keep lowering them? I'm not going to make any money. It's crazy. Here's one over here, one more, and that's it. I've been raising my prices. Actually, I have to compensate myself for the additional promotional fees eBay forces us to pay. I will not lose money. Only customers will end up paying these fees. I will continue to increase my prices only, never ever decrease. Okay. And the last one is the eBay community. Those two are downdetector.com. This is recent stuff, folks. Go to the eBay community. All right. You can see my name up here. And I'm just going to read this one over here, and then I want to click that one. Here's the latest issues, the latest discussions. With a very heavy mind, I'm ending my eBay account. Now, I just got the phone with eBay, and I was telling them, not to give them a hard time again. I said, you guys are going to be losing people. There are people that are talking. I said on other sites that some people have been on there saying, I'm going to get out of eBay. I'm going to move 1,000 of my listings to another platform. They must be feeling the crunch over there. I don't care what anybody says. They have to be feeling the crunch. Here's another issue going on. Pictures are not showing up or loading. Xiaomi Redmi, whatever, N14, whatever that number is, smartphone, whatever that person is, right? This one over here, cheap bubble wrap scam. Okay, let's see. Receiving funds from a sale. And these are the latest ones. Cancel my store sub. And a lot of this stuff is not old. This is today, folks. Look, 11/6. So this person canceled their store. Here's another one. I sold one item for my dad. Have never sold anything before. I'm getting a monthly invoice. Oh, jeez. Oh, boy, I tell you, folks. This is the case where the seller was not opened correctly. Buyer remorse after shipment. How to set a handling time above 3 days. No advanced option in the top right. Hey, what can I say, folks? I mean, this is something we're going to deal with here. But anyway, I just want to close this video out. I'm sorry if I'm talking so fast, folks. I don't want to keep this going on and on and on. I don't know. Again, I said in my other videos yesterday, I don't know how you guys are doing out there. I can tell you from my own experience, I'm not doing good with this here. Am I going to close my store? I don't know. I really don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to be on an eBay platform anymore because the way it's going, it's like ridiculous. I mean, you pay a monthly fee. All right, my starter store fee is only $4.95 a month, but it's like throwing money away. I mean, all right. So you say, well, you didn't even utilize. You don't even have the 100 listings up there. No, I don't. I don't have them right now. I mean, I know I have some space left up there to advertise, but I got to pick and choose. I got a couple of I got like one here has 20 pages. Oh no, 15 between 15. Well, actually between 15 and 20 pages of things I want to relist, but I'm not doing the good to cancel. Because with the good to cancel, if you don't end that item, it's going to relist over and over and over again. And let me just share this tip with you. If you are cross-selling, okay, if you are cross-selling on eBay and Bonanza, and I think Bonanza might have tripped up, they might have changed their game. Make sure, if you're selling stuff on eBay, that it comes off of Bonanza's website and vice versa. Make sure that you take one off the other. In other words, you're selling something on eBay, go to Bonanza. Make sure, even though Bonanza may have changed up their game there, they may have corrected that. But just to play it safe and do it for the other way and do it vice versa. Okay? Don't just take it for granted and say, oh, okay, it's good. It's okay. I had that happen. I had that happen to me. On eBay, an item sold, right? I forget what it was. I look on my email now. You don't get auto responses from Bonanza. I talked to them about that. I sent them a message about that saying, why don't you put a little caption thing in your feature on your website where if a buyer or potential buyer is trying to contact you, a little window will pop up on your desktop and you could respond to them. This is what happened. A buyer, well, let me tell you the first story. Let me tell you the first one, then I'll tell you the second one really quick. Someone had bought something off of eBay, okay? I guess it was my fault. I took it for granted that, the Bonanza was going to, when they refresh their system, they would take it off the system. Apparently, it didn't do an update, it didn't refresh. So what happened is that item that sold, let's just say it was a camera, okay? I'm using that as an example. I don't remember what it was. But let's say the camera sold on eBay, and I get an email, not a notification on my screen. I get an email from Bonanza saying a buyer made a best offer. Do you want to respond to it? And I did. I wanted to respond to it. I tried to contact her. It was too late. It was too late. I would have accepted the buyer's offer. It was too late. I contacted the buyer. I'm sorry, I got it somewhere else. I said, oh man, I complained to Bonanza. I said, because you guys don't have that little thing in there, you don't put like a little, like I know eBay I think has something like that there, or if someone's responding to an offer, I think they have a little window that pops up. They didn't have it. And I lost out on it. I lost on a deal on it, But that's what I'm trying to say. That's that one incident with Bonanza. The second one is, if you, like I said again, just to refresh, if you do sell something on eBay and you are cross-selling on a Bonanza, make sure, let's say it takes 24 hours for them to refresh your system and you just sold something this morning. Don't wait till the next day, because if it's going to still show up on Bonanza, somebody's going to buy an item or they're going to make a purchase, what they had. That's exactly what happened. That's why I'm explaining this to you guys. And, I felt foolish. I felt so, out of it, because I said to myself, I had a message about it. I said, look, the item is no longer available. I'm sorry, it's sold on eBay. I had to be upfront and honest. But it made me feel so unprofessional, So please, folks, if you're going to do that, and go back and forth. If you sell something Bonanza, go right to eBay, end that item, especially if you're on good to cancel. Because good to cancel, the way I understand it, with good to cancel, if you do not end that item, this is the way I understand it, manually. I mean, I think it will. No, if you don't, with good to cancel, it goes all over again, starts all over again, a whole another 30 days. They will relist it. So you got to go to eBay manually, end that item. Okay. Don't assume anything, and don't take it for granted. Say, well, they got that system, it'll update, it'll come off. If you want to create yourself, a little aggravation, that's totally up to you, but I don't want to do that, folks. So please, if it comes to that there, be careful. Anyway, I'm going to close out the reseller news for now. I'm going to end this segment here. I just want to say again, thank you to all the new subscribers who subscribe to this channel. It is greatly appreciated. And I do hope you get a takeaway from it, from the information I put out there, folks. I do this here to try to help people out. Outside of helping you out, it helps me too. We're both learning. It's a both learning phase. In regards to, eBay having, being a love-hate relationship with eBay, that's what I feel right now. I don't know how much longer I want to be on it like this if I can't, make sales on it. I mean, I got the cheap starter store, but at the same time, I don't know what the outcome is going to be with all these changes going on. I guess it's a wait and see type of thing, folks. So maybe, even myself, maybe I should give it a little more time, see what happens. Maybe things will pick up. I don't know. Today, as you know, folks, it's November 6th, midterm elections. You might get no sales, slow sales. People are out voting. I think over here, I'm in New York on the East Coast here. The polls don't close, I think, till 9 o'clock. So now you got people that work the 9 to 5 jobs. They'll probably come home and eat dinner and then go to the polls. My sister went early this morning. She said that the polls where we go, because we go to the same voting area, she said it was crowded over there. And this was probably around, I don't know, maybe around 8-ish, 9-ish, around that time. All right, you might say, well, it's kind of a little late, but I don't know what time. Offhand, I forget what time the polls opened up, but she said it was starting to get a line there. You couldn't park in the parking lot. It was full. So, I mean, I'm going to go with my brother. We're going to go afterwards. I'm waiting for him to come home from work. So we'll probably, I'm going to try to eat dinner in the meantime and, get ready to go down there, maybe around 5-ish, and see, if it's going to be a nightmare over there. But I don't know what the outcome is going to be in regards to, I said this in my other videos, maybe the reason why eBay is slow is because of the midterm elections. I think people got their minds thinking about that. They're tuning into it. They're watching the rallies. I myself, I won't lie. I on this channel, I will say this though, okay, and this is for the new subscribers. I do not discuss religion and politics. And I do not use profanity on this channel. You'll never hear that from me, okay? That's this channel is all about. But the reason why I do bring up the politics in this particular situation is because I think, and my personal take on it is, there are too many people involved in what's going on. They got their mind elsewhere. Who's thinking about buying on eBay when you got other things going on? So it's hard to really stay focused, so to speak. But we'll see what happens. We'll play it by ear. We'll see what happens, folks. Anyway, I just want to say I hope it didn't take too much of your time. If I did, I do apologize again. My name is Rich Pasini. You're watching Reseller News. Today is November 6, 2018. I'm wishing you all the best out there for all you eBay sellers or on any e-commerce platform. I wish you all best in sales. I hope that we can all make money. And I hope after this midterm elections over that maybe things will pick up we'll see what happens. I don't know. I don't know. I think sometimes world events can cause a situation like that where people, especially if you don't feel comfortable like with the consumer confidence as far as like buying stuff, you might not want to spend that extra money on buying an upgraded camera or a laptop or whatever these people looking to buy. You might not have your mind focused on that because you're thinking, oh, what's going to happen like after this, or depending on what kind of parties get into Washington, who knows what's going to happen? I don't know. I'm just throwing it out there, folks. I think that I still strongly believe that when there are world events going on, we do get sidetracked. I have a laptop that's next to me and I keep it muted. And when I see sometimes, or I hear, or not hear from, but if I glance over it and I see a news alert, whatever, I will probably tend to pause my video, what I'm doing now, which is wrong. I do agree, folks. But I may tend to pause it and divert my time to that there, my attention to that. I want to see what's going on. And that's what I'm trying to say. I think there are a lot of people out there that are experiencing that same type of thing. They're distracted. They got their mind elsewhere, and therefore they can't, think about buying something on eBay. Who think about buying stuff on eBay at times, right? Not saying people don't make sales. People still do make sales. Believe me, don't get me wrong. I'm just not one of them. Maybe you guys are in better shape than I am. I don't know. I hope you are. I really do hope you are. And you're making sales. I really do. But for me right now, I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm being upfront honest. It's been dead. I mean, it's really been dead. But anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. Until next time. Bye-bye now.